President-elect Donald Trump reached a deal to settle fraud suits involving Trump University.
After insisting on the campaign trail that he never settles lawsuits, the New York Attorney General confirms that the president-elect has agreed to a $25 million settlement. In a statement, Eric Schneiderman calls it a stunning reversal by Donald Trump and a major victory for the more than 6,000 victims of his fraudulent university. And he says Trump will also pay up to $1 million in penalties to the state of New York for violating state education laws. Sharon Reed, NBC News Radio, New York.
And we go now to attorney Quentin Brogdon to get a little response to this. How are you, Quentin?
Good afternoon, Karen. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. So, in this report, Sharon Reed says it is a fraudulent university. As far as I know, Trump didn't admit to any wrongdoing. So is it fraudulent? And did he settle so that he wouldn't have to testify and it would be just a done deal?
Well, we can't know that, but there were some pretty serious allegations. Attorney General Eric Schneiderman from New York State, he's been adamant throughout that it was fraudulent. He sought $40 million. There were 3 pending Trump-used lawsuits, 2 in California and 1 in New York. The one in California was going to trial at the end of this month, probably, and that judge, Gonzalo Curio, had said, sit down and talk about settlement. He had urged that pretty strongly last week, and now that's what we're getting. But the allegations were serious. I mean, they were allegations that the instructors and the mentors weren't successful real estate entrepreneurs as had been promised. Some of them, in fact, had declared bankruptcy themselves because they allegedly couldn't, swim in the real estate waters very well on their own. So those were the kinds of allegations, and so people put out a lot of money, $35,000 plus, and they allege, they were told to max out their credit cards. Those were the allegations. On the other hand, we've got Donald Trump, who needs to go run and lead the country now, and certainly he was incentivized to put this behind him, irrespective of the merits. Did he have the time to come down and testify and spend a lot of effort and attorney's fees and other valuable time fooling with this? Probably not.
Right. Usually he doesn't settle, but he did in this case because he needs to run the country. So thank you so much for joining us, Quentin Brogdon. He's a nationally known attorney with a long history of successfully litigating such claims. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me on, Karen.